coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the support. Yeah, we out here, man, pushing positive energy, 24/7, 365. Big love to everybody who support this movement, man. Everybody who support what I'm trying to do. I feel like it is of urgency, man, that we get this message out here to our young people to let them know prison is the last place on earth that you want to be, and you do not have to go if you don't want to. And that's the message that I'm pushing. And I appreciate everybody who uphold me in that message, everybody who lock in with me, everybody who like, comment, share, subscribe to grow this platform, everybody who took their time and their money to get on this membership, everybody who's trying to sign this petition to try to get me off of parole. Blessings upon blessings to you and your family. Everybody who hit that GoFundMe to help me through this situation. I love you. I appreciate you. Special shout out, man, to Brandon Rafford, man. You know why. I appreciate you, my dude. We locked in for life. I appreciate each and everybody, man, who rock with this TBP Nation, man. We all family. We all here. We all fighting for the same cause, and we will not lose. Let's go. Listen, I wanted to talk about this video today because it was on my mind. But I was just, going through what I just went through. I just sit back and did a lot of reflection on my life, on my journey, on my experiences and things that I went through. And, thank God that I was able to make it through some of these things, man. I really do. And it just made me think, man, out of the 33 years that I did, I think about when was I like really where I feel like in my mind where I was really out there and I was really like super like ultra violent, man, and I was on the verge of self-destruction. I was seriously on the verge of self-destruction. I think it was a pivotal time in me during this time. But I believe looking back now, right now, from this reflection, this moment, I think during my Augusta days, within a 3-year span, I think I was the most violent that I have probably been in my whole bit. Throughout my whole bit, I've had incidents, fights or whatnot, situations had occurred. But during that 3-year span right there on Augusta, I truly, looking back, don't think I really cared. I was at that pivotal time in doing time where early in my bid, I have seen so much violence already. I've seen death already. And I'm on some more or less like a kill or be killed mentality by this point. I'm on some kill or be. I'm coming to Augusta straight from the wall. Seeing the things that I seen in the wall, which I've told y'all a lot more to come. But just seeing the things I seen in there, then to get on Augusta, and as soon as I get there and leave out and go check the yard, somebody robbed my cell, you know what I'm saying? They robbed the cell, they ain't robbed me, because if I was in there, it wouldn't have happened. But they robbed my cell. So I think it just set the tone for, you know what I'm saying, for my whole stay there. My whole stay. I think it just set the tone. My mindset was locked in on viciousness, on revenge, on, by me not knowing who did it. I disliked everybody. You know what I'm saying? And coming from the wall and seeing the violence and seeing dudes getting taken advantage of, seeing dudes getting carried, it made me feel like, boom, now I'm on this institute. Somebody has that outlook on me. If they think they can come in my cell, whether I'm in there or not, and take my stuff. So I just turned instant, man. It was like I just didn't care. And I was like, I was itching at a point. I was itching to hurt somebody. I truly was. I was itching to hurt somebody, to set an example, to and during this time, the consequences was the first thing from my mind. I wasn't worried about the electric chair. I wasn't worried about catching a body. I wasn't worried about nothing. The whole thing I was worried about was not getting hurt and hurting somebody. So I know, looking back now, my mindset was messed up. It was messed up, man, and I was dangerous during this time because, man, all I was waiting. I was like, I want somebody. I wish they would, and and I got into a lot of situations on there, man, in a short period of time. Within a 3 year span, man, I could see why uh them people wanted to send me to Mecklenburg. I could see now, looking back at the time, I didn't understand, but because I felt like I was, doing what I had to do, and it was felt like I was, won't doing no more than what nobody else was doing. But obviously, looking back now, I stood out because I was wild. It wasn't even, man, it was like no time. I was always in the sun. I done pulled dudes in the room, man, for, looking at me funny and acting crazy and put them in the room and, with the pretense of talking to them and bang, 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 take off on them and, savage them, man, and come out in the pod and like, yeah, I mean, and I know dudes, I see back now, looking back, how dudes didn't like me during this period of time and how some of them dudes that carried over for years and decades, man, where they saw me and they didn't like me or they had something against me, And I know a lot of them at this time was probably plotting to unalive me. They was plotting to unalive me, and rightfully so, because I was really snapping out, man. I was really snapping out, man. I was hitting dudes with locks in the sock over petty stuff, fighting dudes, and yeah, man, it was out of control, man, and I had unconsciously slipped into that lifestyle, man, like it was cool, like this is what you do, get them before they get you. You know what I'm saying? Pop on them, man. Don't let them even think that you can be tried. Don't even let them think that you a sucker. You know, I was just on that type of time, and yeah, man, I think even back to like my first couple of sellers, and I know they ain't even like me, man. And but I ain't like them neither for real. So it was a wild time for me, man. And just thinking back on it now and reflecting, I didn't even understand it, man. I just in the zone, man. I won't call it home. I won't ask for no visits. I didn't want to really see nobody. I was kind of like in a state of depression without knowing I was in a depression. And in that state of depression, it was fueling my violence, man, because I was really trying to be self-destructive. In some crazy way or another, thinking back about it now, I was kind of like wanting somebody to take me out, man. Wanting somebody to kill me, dog, because I didn't want to do that time, man. I didn't want to do that time. I didn't want to be living like that. You done been took away from all your family. You done been took away from women. Um, it just was it just won't doing nothing for me, man. And I was like, okay, well, this is how I got to live. And then in my mind, I was like, I can't sustain this. I can't do this for 12 years because at that point in time, I'm thinking I got to do 12 years to just get to a, a opportunity to get out. And I'm like, man, I can't do this for no 12 years. I can't do this. You got to think I'm in the penitentiary now, what, 3 years? Well, like 3 years. So, you're talking about 9 more to go. I couldn't see it. I couldn't comprehend it, man. And I think now God was looking out for me as always, God and the squad, because when I got in those situations like that, even the ones I got away with, meaning that I didn't go to jail for, because at this point in time too, it was a real big thing to be telling. If you was telling during this time right here, then somebody gonna, somebody gonna whoop your head anyway. So you could whoop somebody if the police ain't see you. You could, Bethlehem somebody. You can bust somebody in their head if the police ain't see you. It's up to them to tell it. If they ain't telling you, you good. But if they told it, then you going down the big way. But not only is you going down the big way, that person got that label on their name now too. So wherever they pop up at, they probably gonna get clucked in the head again. Cause don't nobody want no hot joker on the yard with them. Don't nobody want no hot joke in the pod with them. They don't want them in the block. They don't want you around them because it's so much larceny and skullduggery going on that they gonna be scared you gonna tell them. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in time during my bit, it was pushed to get rid of all of the hot dudes because everybody was doing something wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, and then a lot that was going on in the penitentiary at the time, I ain't even know about. Because this really my first open spread. Because even in the wall, we was coming out by tiers and in sections. In Augusta, wide open, baby Vegas. They used to call the yard like baby Vegas. They gambling, they drinking, they shooting dice and playing cards and playing spades and skiing and poker. You know, they out there playing baseball, they playing volleyball, they playing soccer, basketball, horseshoes. And it's like convicts from as far as your eyes could see. Hundreds of dudes on the yard at the same time. So much going on. You know, danger is ever present. It's there. You can smell it. You can feel it. Everybody out there got something on them, or they ain't got no business out there. You know, so it was just different, man. And you looking at all of this, and you trying to process all this. I am, and I'm like, man, I can't live like this. I don't care, whatever it is. I'm vanquishing anybody who oppose me. If they die, they die. If they kill me, they got me. You know, because I can't do no 12 years of this type of stuff. Coming from the street, coming from never being locked up before in your life, looking at this stuff, man, that stuff seems impossible to do. Unless you turn into a straight savage and just what you want to be. And even when you acting like one, you asking yourself or you knowing in your heart of heart, this ain't who I am. This ain't what I want to be. But it's just changing you, right? And you trying to fight it, but it's changing you. It's turning you into somebody that you don't want to be, but somebody that you have to be to survive. And then you got to ask yourself, do I want to survive that bad? This is who I got to be. And I won't feeling it. I really won't. I won't feeling it. But at the same time, I'm trained to go. I'm ready. I got that thing on me all the time. I'm ready to, I be thinking about just putting it in. I wish you would. And I'm quite sure on the other end, people was thinking about that about me. Like as soon as I catch them slipping, I'm gonna lay them out, and I know that, and I can feel it. You know, so that's why I say God and the squad was working with me because when I got in these incidents like that and the tension was getting hot and you're thinking about the homeboy or the dudes that he hung around with or the dude that you just knocked out in the cell. So you're looking at all these other dudes funny. If you wondering if they plotting on you, they got something for you, they trying to rock you to sleep and wait till you get relaxed. You wondering all that and boom, they'll up and come move you. And they might have been saving your life and you don't even know. I don't even know. It might have been saving my life. You know? And I remember getting moved and I get moved and I get in the part with Dixon and Super D and you know what I'm saying, and Church and Snyder and Speedy and all the homies now, you know what I'm saying? And then I told you this how my mindset was, this how when me and Dixon first meet, because I'm on goal and he say something in the basketball game and I'm like, who you talking to, shout? And that's our first meeting was confrontation because I was on some brain messed up type stuff, bro. I was really like gone with it, man. And he was like, man, I ain't even talking to you, shout. That won't even meant for you. I'm like, well, I don't know what it meant for whatever. I'm on the team you talking to, but that's what I was on. That's what I was on, man. And I can remember Super D, my celly, my homeboy kept telling me, young, you gotta slow down, young. You gotta slow down, young. Yeah, you know, but I'm looking at him, he getting dope. 95 going south, he was like one of the only dudes on the compound getting dope. And he pushing here, pushing there, and then as soon as somebody ain't got his money, first thing he doing, and I'm gonna kill that Bama. I swear to God, he don't have my money on the store there, I'm gonna kill it. And I'm like, And he like 2 years older than me, and you telling me to slow down, and I'm seeing you prepared to kill somebody over $25. So it was mixed messages at the time, or I wasn't mature enough at the time to understand. But I used to listen to him because he was the homie and he had been locked up longer than me, and he had respect on the compound. But I'm listening to him, but I'm not listening to him. I'm listening to him when I'm in his presence, but in my mind, I'm still like, man, I wish I was one of these Bama's would play with me. So I was still on some BS. You know what I'm saying? All the way on some BS. So I just can remember, man, and I was crooking out, and then I'm starting to gamble, which was a bad decision too. But at the time, I'm in it. I'm gambling. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, if I lose a certain amount of money, that I own, trying to get our book. You know what I'm saying? I get banned from this poker game or banned from this tonk game, or then I don't like the Bammers because they done banned me, and I'm looking for one of them to say something to me so I can start. I was tripping, really super duper tripping, man. And I'm looking at it, I think I was kind of like unconsciously suicidal. You know what I mean? I think I was like unconsciously, not consciously trying to die, but unconsciously, because dudes that I was having problems with had no problem with taking my life if they could do it and get away with it, or if they could do it and get and be out of harm's way. It's no doubt in my mind. Because some of these dudes that I was having issues with was in prison for homicide. So my philosophy always been, if you killed once, even if it was on a mistake, I think you capable of doing it again. So um I knew, man, that some of these dudes was definitely capable of killing me if I wasn't aware at all times. But at the time, I felt like I was aware at all times. I won't coming out that cell without that thing on me. I won't going in the shower without that thing on me. I won't going outside without that thing on me. That Bethlehem was on me all times, and I was not gonna have my hands in my pocket. If it's dude, you know how dudes play with you and they fake at you. If you flinched at me and faked at me like that, you would probably have two holes in you by the time you drew back. Cause I would have pulled it out and bah, bah, bah. Cause I was that nervous and I was that ready. You know what I'm saying? I was tripping. And Super D was telling me that, you know what I'm saying? Even when we had the issue with him with the money, with what's his name, man? Fleetwood. You understand? And I'm holding, he telling me before we get him in the stairway, he say, young, don't poke him unless I say go. If I say go, don't just, no matter what he say, what he do, don't poke him unless I say get it, go. Cause he knew that I was jumping. He knew I was jumping, and this Bama was big, and he knew I was jumping, because if the Bama would have jumped at me or try to, like get past, I would have probably poked him. You know what I'm saying? Because and then at this time, I hadn't, really like, hey, so you know, I ain't, what I'm saying? I don't know what's gonna come behind it yet. I found that out later on that same compound with Big Grandma. I know it's gonna come out, and you going down the big way. You gonna be, yeah, they get ready to carry you up and through it. You know what I'm saying? You may not get hurt in the situation if you move first or whatever, but you gonna get hurt with messing with this administration. You know what I'm saying? They get ready to carry you up and through it. So I didn't know that at the time, so I had no fear of that. I only had fear of getting hurt. I ain't had no fear of hurting nobody else. None whatsoever. You know. And he must knew that, because he was, like I say, penitentiary wise and a couple of years older, he was ahead of me in penology and knowing how this thing go. So he knew that I was like, man, kind of jumping with that Bethlehem, and even when the situation it came down to, I did the little poker game, I mean the little dice game with Gomez them, and I lost that money and went in there and robbed the dude. And that was more issue. See what I'm saying? I was just really, I don't know, man. I don't know what I had going on, man, in my brain at that time, man. But I was living very, very dangerously, man. And I created a lot of enemies during that time, man. So, you know, A lot of them dudes had a lot of time too. A lot of them dudes end up being on institutions with me. A lot of them dudes end up being in different places with me. A lot of them dudes probably put bad bones on me and had other issues that I had with other dudes probably came from them whispering, saying, man, man, I don't like that little joker, man. He was on what's name, he did this or he did that to the homie or something. And that would make dudes don't like you that ain't even never met you because somebody put that bone on you already. And as I told y'all before, Richmond was like this. And they stuck together and it'll carry over. It won't just here. It'll carry over to another institution and another institution and another institution because they so thick that you gonna go somewhere, somebody gonna know one of them dudes. And one of them dudes was one of them dudes, real life partner on the street or cousin or brother or something. Man, you had issues without even knowing you had issues. And I ended up having issues and they ain't know I had issues, until the issues came. And in any one of them issues, I could have been super duper late. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have came at me and I wouldn't even been aware. But this was part of the reason why I was so paranoid all the time. You know what I'm saying? I was so paranoid all the time, man, because I was a thinker too, and I knew that I could run into people that was kin to or cool with people that I had already had issues with, and they might want to, take the beef up or something like that, right? But yeah, man, all the way up until the big Raymond thing, and then all the way to the big white boy with me and Dixon and Boo, and I went to court 2 times on this institution. Went to street court 2 times on this institution. You know what I'm saying? Um, all this is in like a 3 year span too, dog. 3 year span, man. I'm going to street court. I ain't in the prison 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, man, I made it through that little stretch, that little street of time, man. Whereas to it's just by the luck of the draw, man. I could have took a life or had my life took at any moment or day during this stretch in my bit right here. At any one of them days. This is how much stuff I was into and controversy and foolishness and violence and altercations. Yup. Easily, man. I ain't had to make it off of that institution. That could have been the end of my story right there. One of them jokes could have caught me from behind, caught me slipping, and neck, and I would have been the end of me. That would have been the end of me, man. So, man, I'm very, very fortunate, man. you know and that's a big part of doing time too, man. Having your mental health in order, man, because I don't think my mental health was in order during this time. I think I was overwhelmed mentally, and I was acting out because I was overwhelmed and I didn't know or care what was going to happen tomorrow. I just was worried about what's going to happen today. Can I make it through today, and what I got to do to make it through today. So yeah, that was a very, very pivotal point in me doing these 33 years that, man, I wasn't even really prepared for, man. I got a homie right now calling me right now, man. I'm gonna just put his face right there so he could be in this video. Look at that. That my homie right there, man. He did just as much time as me, man. I'm gonna answer you. I will call you back, big homie. Hold on, hold on. Hey, big homie. Hey, bro, love you. Let me call you right back. I'm actually filming, so you gonna be in this video, cause I ain't cut it off. Yeah, you gonna be in this video. I'm gonna call you as soon as I finish. All right, all right, bro. Okay, you all right? You good? Okay, all right, bro. All right, love you, bro. Yeah, that's the homie Q, man. That's the homie Q. If you go back to if you go back to my videos when I was up there in the mountains, Wallace Ridge, worst Sally ever, Bama Saheed. When the Bama crossed me up and tried to, when I had first bust them up that day, you know what I'm saying, put them mitts on them in the cell, and biggest mistake I did was let him get away. When I told you he is assuming was where Q, that's my homie, he was the head of the NOI, the Nation of Islam, two different Islam's religions. Sunni and NOI. But he was the head. He was the imam of the NOI. The imam of the Sunni was another guy. They were in this cell together, two different. But they had respect for each other. So when the situation occurred, and I had to put hands on old boy, when he go out to cell, people had heard it because we was in there, boom, boom, bam. So when we go out there, he go tell the Sunni head Sunni dude that I swung on him because I ain't want to say because he's a white boy trying to play the card on me. So he was trying to rally up the Sunni so they can, bust a move on me. You dig what I'm saying? For disrespecting one of theirs. But Q was like, nah, I know it ain't go down like that. I know it ain't go down like that. And they in the set together. The two leaders are two different, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my dude, right? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm prepared for whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he was lying anyway. But, like I say, they not going to really look at it like that because they going to stand up for their own. Be it he white or whatever. That's just how they move in unison. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying now, but yeah, but it just was a trying time for me, man, and I'm just thankful that I made it through that situation and every other situation, to get me out here to spread this message, to get me out here to spread this message, man. So it is what it is, man, and reflection is a good thing, man. We should all look back at our life to see the flaws as well as to see the blessings. To see the blessings. Because if you made it through the flaws and you made it through the controversy, those are the blessings. And and you gotta realize that, man. And I'm thankful, I'm humble, I'm grateful every day, man, to be here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I know I'm just rambling and talking, but anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Big love to y'all, TBP Nation. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Hey, listen, man, go get your checkup. Go get your checkup. Q calling me, I think, tell me he in the hospital right now getting his checkup. Yeah, the doctor's getting his checkup. So, that's what we pushing, man. Get your checkup, man, so you can wake up. You did? Get your checkup so you can wake up. Let's go. Your health is your wealth. Y'all make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to somebody who might need to hear these videos. Y'all go get the membership. If you ain't got it, shame on you. The blame is on you. Don't blame nobody else when you miss all this exclusive information, raw and uncut. And we get ready to bring some homies over there, some comrades over there, just like Q might be over there. So we get ready to do some more things over there in the membership. So shout out to all my members, man. Big love to y'all. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Duck them hooks, duck the penitentiary, and get your checkup. Your health is your wealth, man. You dig? We out here. Boom.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.